Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to come to you guys with a fairly interesting topic that comes up more often than none, and I think it'll be helpful to just kind of share some tips because this is something that we manage in the HR industry a lot, and that is communication, effective communication, ways of dealing with tough leadership. I feel like is a really, really big topic, and in ways a lot of the times we are here to partner with the leadership to provide continued growth to the team, also to constantly provide tools to the team to help build out the culture. But more recently than none, I've received a lot of comments and commentary regarding team members feeling uncomfortable with leadership and the way they're spoken to, the tones that are being used. If you can relate, feel free, hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave comments. Let me know if this is something you guys deal with. Let me know if this is helpful for you that I'm providing this feedback from my side as an HR rep on some of the things that we go through and try to give back to help, everyone else. But with that being said, a lot of the bad behavior is within the leadership team. And unfortunately, it's our job as the HR partners to make sure these things are addressed because team members, as well as leadership, as well as corporate sales, it doesn't matter. Any form of bad behavior that is unprofessional that could affect the workplace and make it a unhealthy setting is not okay. It doesn't matter which level, it needs to be addressed. Because at some point, that becomes toxic and it spreads through the community and it causes unpleasant work experience. And those are things that the employees tend to come to us about and make sure that we're aware. So I enjoy being able to hear this feedback so that we can constantly figure out ways to combat and provide healthier, more efficient relationships with the team members and management. A lot of times the team members are uncomfortable coming to us and stating like, hey, I don't know what to do about this because this person is so respected, but they talk to me like I'm a child, or they disrespect me, or they, curse me out. This is unprofessional. Like I'm an adult and I get it. That is completely unacceptable. And I want, all members of management or any person, it doesn't matter who it is, to know those things aren't okay in the workplace. We're all adults, and the least people could do is respect someone first, period. And when it's outside of that, they will see me just because at the end of the day, it's our job to make sure people are respected here. And if that can't happen in this work setting because you have a personal issue with the policies, the processes, the procedures here and what we're requesting while you're here professionally, then unfortunately this may not be the place for you. Because we do want to offer that respect to all of our team members, no matter what level of, the industry you're in. But that is a big thing. I've had examples from, they talk down us, they curse us out, they've gotten into my tail. It's like, we're not kids here. We're not your kids. You know, with that, respect the team members. Team members respect your leadership. There's been plenty of mediations I've had to sit in and make sure, hey, this must be a miscommunication. And what we're going to do today is find out a way to resolve this. Because what we don't want is for either of you to come to work and not be able to work together, period. So it's our job to offer those tools and be those mediators and counselors and whatever we need to be in order for all members to know we're here for all of them. And I think that's the most important part in this industry is to be of value and be an asset to the team. That's very important to me. A lot of the times, understanding the communication styles, understanding that all of us communicate differently, understanding that we can't all talk on a personal level because that's just how you are. That's really a big issue. Um, when people speak to others in the HR world. Oh, well, that's just how they are. And what does that mean on a professional aspect? How does that, I mean, what is that delegating right now? Because that's personal. Business, let's talk about what we expect in the workplace. You know what I mean? So let's not talk about, well, that's just how they are, because that's an excuse to not correct bad behavior. And it doesn't matter which level of leadership you're on or where you are in the industry, bad behavior needs to be addressed, because then the culture of the previous and the things that you want to leave in the past can be addressed, and then you can move forward with a healthier relationship. Okay, so those are things that are a big no in the workplace. That's just how they are. And in what form or fashion does that affect business? Because this is the complaint that we have in front of us. So we can't leave it there, because this is not going to end with this being the last person that states that if it's not addressed, right? So let's also make sure we're addressing people's concerns, which is why I step in. And in these instances, even if you are the employee, make sure you bring it up to the personal leadership. Follow the chain of command. If you don't have that at your workplace where it's a chain of command, go to someone you are comfortable with. Go to your HR rep. Share those things with them. Let them know, like, hey, even if it's not you, hey, I've had someone share with me that they are uncomfortable with whatever this situation is. Is there any way that I could be out of this? But I'm letting you know because it's a concern of mine, and apparently this employee feels this way. Make sure you guys share those things, because the team that you have is there to assist you and make sure that we can resolve those issues and provide you that peaceful work setting. Um, Even if it's something all the way up to the extent of, someone that may be under the influence on the job. Those are reportable items. Generally, everyone has a anonymous helpline that they could call and report certain things if they're not comfortable going to a physical person on site. Feel free to use those channels, guys, because those are there to help you. If you aren't the person that feels like, hey, I want to snitch, or, we're not here for that. At the end of the day, we are here for you. So it's our job to help you guys figure out what the issue is, figure it out, move forward, get it addressed, nip it, document it, file it for your, support, and keep it moving. Anything we have to investigate further, that is our job to do that for you guys' healthy workspace. That is a big deal. It's a big deal. So, me coming in today feeling like there is a need to make sure, the channels to take, who's there for you in your own companies. HR is there, leadership is there. If those aren't people that you can speak to comfortably, feel free. Make sure you let someone know of importance that can assist in getting the message out in the way that it needs to be addressed. Because they are important. Everyone's, own personal things that they have going on are important to the team. So, with that being said, I just wanted to kind of come to you guys. And another thing, guys, before I go, I wanted to remind you, these can be moments of uncomfortable situations. And if that is the case, make sure to involve someone of HR and or leadership that you feel you can trust, because we definitely would love to sit in and assist with proper communication so that everyone is heard, and understood, so that there is a resolution that can be provided. Don't be afraid to, in those moments, be very straightforward. If you are emotional, show that, because at the end of the day, these things can be frustrating. Feeling demeaned, feeling talked down to, things like that. Don't be afraid to share that, because you do have someone there to assist with mediating how things go, if they escalate, how to de escalate, things like that. We are trained to do those things. It is our job to assist with keeping things in a professional setting. Um, so that's another big thing, because sometimes people come in and they feel they can't be themselves, they can't say certain things, and I mean, that should be the case. You should be able to come in, exactly express your experience, exactly state, how you're being affected by whatever that is bothering you from the original concern. And it should be able to be mediated between both parties to where, or all parties, depending on how many people are involved. And, the focus on seeking clarification is now the end result. So I just wanted to come to you guys and let you know, like, communication is a really big thing. And sometimes the bad behaviors can come from the top. And if you do seem to face those things in your area or in your industry of work, I just felt the need to make sure you knew who to go to as points of contact. If you're not sure, if you want to even reach out, feel free to chat, send me a comment. I'll be happy to even, speak personally. Hey, here's some things you could do, tips, tricks, whatever, just to kind of make sure that you are understanding, your coverages as an employee. But with that being said, we're already in the tough place in the world now with things changing. The least we can ask is for our job to be as pleasant as it can be in the interim while we're there. So that's not too much to ask, to be able to come in and work peacefully. Things happen, days aren't always going to be great, but with that, you just want to make sure that you're heard, and that anything that you can state to make your workplace better, that they understand that, because you guys are there 40 hours plus weekly and doing the work and seeing what's going on. So I just wanted to bring this out and let you guys know, hey, this has been a huge thing. Emotions are high. Things are going on in all industries of the world right now. And I just felt the need to say, not only do the behavior of the employees, as leadership feels, can be negative, it can also be of leadership, and they have to be accountable as well. So if it's you that needs to hold them accountable, and then have that mediation and that person in-house to assist with making sure those things are resolved, feel free to do that. Go to the right person in your department, go to your chain of command, give them the opportunity to resolve it. If it's not resolved, go to HR, whoever you need to, but definitely take it upon yourself to get that resolved so that you can have a pleasant work experience while you're there for however many hours you're there a day. And if it's not resolved at that point, at least you've already documented. You went to them, you've done what you need to do, and if they don't resolve it from that point, maybe it's on you to decide, hey, this is for me, this is not for me, but you've done everything you could on your end to make sure you went through the right processes. So hopefully this was helpful, guys. I rambled a lot, but I always try to come in with something helpful and give you guys the feedback of this side of the world. And I'm currently about to wrap up my day, but I noticed we've been having a lot of that topic. So I just kind of wanted to come to you guys and share just those tips or tricks, if that helps, and who to go to in your industry if you ever need help. All right, so feel free to comment, guys. It's been a pleasure again. Like and subscribe. I'll be happy to have you guys as my subscribers. And once again, guys, I'll be back with more info as well as family life, things like that, decorating, classes, whatever. But yeah, I'm here for you. If you need something, hit me in the comment box. Also, like and subscribe. All right. It's been great talking to you. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. All right. Bye.